Hello again. Well, as you can tell, I'm not quite making the opening day of Captain America: the Winter Soldier, but but I am definitely going to be going opening weekend at least. Since I got business in town that there's playing it. But so I thought I'd just give you something to keep you satisfied until then. It's been a couple Pokemon Nano specials recently. That's first one is definitely one that's been set up for a long time. That in a sense, that the Iris and Clair special, which revolves on how Iris is now studying under the lineage. So Clair here that is in two of my favorite Dragon Masters together, and one special, Black One City, and we see the return of the shiny Drud again, and that she called off in the episode I reviewed for my current series that I think all that was pretty good. I mean, it had the way they set up the battle from that it was very nice. Is that and I also have not seen any of the Brock Hawkins Island special. I mean, nor have I seen the Brock and Dawn individual special from what happened after Diamond and Pearl. So I mean, jeez, it's been terrible missing these things. But anyway, I think it's just raw. It should be so soon. But also, there's a bigger one that I've noticed that it's this one's called the Strongest Mega Evolution. That the first of many, and it's going to be featuring a new character named Alan, and as well as the return of Mega Charizard X, as well as a whole pantheon of other Mega Evolutions, including ones they've had with Pokemon in previous generations of Gotham X and Y, among the various Y ones, and Clint's my favorites. Including my very favorite, Lucario, which also proves to be quite integral to how it was discovered. I mean, that Alan even has sort of this just make like sort of make love it sort of like Karina has. I'm interested in how they're gonna handle her. That sort of and turns out instead of the hell way to hold them. I mean, since instead of I would have imagined they were biomerging with it, which that was my idea, but because it seems that Alan's Charizard has sort of this sort of collar with it, and first trainer bells with Meg Absol has sort of necklace on, and she has an earring activated, and also there's plenty of other characters. I mean, there's this man who wields an umbrella weapon, that, and with a Mega Stone in it, and it with a Mega Garchomp, and which like they're trying to research on. And also, so it seems that second one's still going to research that. And apparently, thanks to the most recent development, they're going to be sponsoring the FIFA World Cup. That as a partner with Adidas, that in Alan's casual wear, which is not the kind of Commander lucky sport hoodie any special popper that he favors Adidas, as does the Professor to some extent. And I think it's definitely one of the most showy uses of it since Max from Elysium, which I saw it was really good. I mean, not as quite as good as District 9, but it's pretty good itself. And it takes on Zabulmi Elite Four, who has the stone in his tie, and I think he's maybe probably one of my higher-ups of the perhaps ones in the Kalos Elite Four, or that, and the Mega Blastoise, which definitely enjoy playing with in X. I'm naming my Mako. I was once going to name it Raph, but my favorite Ninja Turtle, I said named it after the Shin Shin campaign, as well as the Jaeger, the Gypsy Copilot Pacific Rim, and oh yes, especially Mako and Joe from Kill la Kill, which is finished, so it was really good at. I'm not going to spoil the finale of that, but for those who haven't been caught up, but you're in for a real show. I mean, what's our Breaking Bad finale and Dexter finale, in my opinion, and that. I mean, think the only real, and so the battles were very good. That even though that it took me a while to warm up to character's stoicism, that he seemed okay. And I actually didn't mind that they actually lost the battle of Civil Hold. I mean that's your one spoiler for now. That you're not going to be getting any depending on when I can review this special proper. And I mean, there's just going to be demand for it since Six of Origins has proved that there's definitely a market for alternate continuities, and I do stress alternates. That as a mutually exclusive from the show we have now, how that's still going on. That And from the preview, it looks like, that they show the tail end of it. It looks like Ash and Pikachu and the others have reached Ember Town, if the equivalent of the indication. So, and even going to point out that once again, I can really not judge Ash by the same standards as I would any other character franchise, as I'd no sooner judge any other trainer by the same standards as a lead that I would Kree Superman to Brandon Routh Superman, or even now Henry Cavill Superman, and that, oh yes, and because of this movie being such a big hit in 75 years of character, also I'm still working on Superman with Ella Main. I just figured I'm still about 70% of writing the script for this one, but that's not important right now. The only flaw is this kind of kid who keeps following Ellen around, that nonsense. And I mean, I have to, depending on when this episode gets served or dubbed, whatever, I'm gonna have to look up his information on Bulbapedia so I can figure out his name, but a chest spin, and he had what it was more tolerable, and he was obnoxious. I mean, he is every bit in the same league as Hagen in the franchise as a character that I can't stand, as Orange Moron, on douchey Asa, and many others I can name, and I have my own names for, and especially Pierre's rendition of Ash, who I still refer to as Crazy Bill. Hell, the escaped, the hobo who apparently found an Ash costume in trash and started rambling about it. I mean, despite what people give him that he actually is generally good natured, and that I try to treat every bit a character who I come across the best I can, on even further in that. My favorite gold still holds a lot of weight with me. That's why a key reason why I'd be open to more of these special hustles. That apart from that, I was disappointed. How I was disappointed with Chronicles. That in a nutshell, my first impressions of this one are better than Chronicles, not as good as Origins. And regarding Ruby, that took me a while to warm up to him, but he eventually did show his worth later in his arc. And Diamond took me a bit to warm him up potential, especially since I kind of interpreted him as sort of this weird, he reminds a cross between Shaggy and Owl as the dude, since he destroys the D. And I'm also wondering what I'm gonna think of Black, Lock 2, and X, since I haven't read their arcs yet, and I mean, is the X and Y arc even being scanned yet? I mean, it's pretty much given that Viz is probably going to be translating it soon, because of a X and Y being out for about 6 months now, and that time they've sold millions of copies, and I think it's definitely a sure sign that the demand, also that even the series as a whole commands so much popularity. I believe it would definitely be foolhardy to stop with it now. And I'm still very much open to the idea of a revision of characters and franchises that, in the same manner that how Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark were born from inspiration of many of the film serials, and wartime films they were influenced by that. And because that's how I feel about this franchise, it still contains considerable popularity in the famous Star Wars and Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is why probably going to be going this weekend again, but for now I'm going to enjoy this and my other days off my studies off school again. Anyway, so to say, come unbox bonus, I'll see you later.